What's good? We are back on the channel, Crank Central. I'm so sorry for the lack of content on this channel and lack of videos on this channel since the last stream. Last week, y'all were supposed to get Alcorn's most previous battle where I thought that they were setting themselves up for a great battle with Southern after a very impressive performance. And we'll get to that in a second, but y'all were supposed to get that and y'all didn't. I apologize. If you want to see that, go back to last week's Weekly Repertoire and check that out, because that won't be going up because y'all not going to watch the video because y'all have already seen the battle. So I appreciate everyone who goes to watch it or already watched it. Thank y'all for checking this one out, because we're about to get to Southern versus Alcorn. Alcorn's been on a run. Southern has been in some really tough battles with some of the top bands recently. We'll see who comes out on top this time. All right, now I know I'm a little bit late already to this, so appreciate everyone who is watching this, of course. Appreciate Killer Cat for getting this footage. We decided to go with his this time. From what I've seen in the Zero, Alcorn might have got one off of them, just a little bit. It's Southern's homecoming, for context, so they definitely ended up prioritizing some fan favorites, right? I'm curious to see what the energy level from them is going to be in this fifth. I did watch the live when this happened, but that was days ago, and things have happened since then that have wiped that from my memory. So, okay, we starting off a vibe. If they were going to repeat anything from last week, this would probably be the second song to repeat. So, yeah. Mellows sound really squeaky right now. I don't even know like what to say for them to avoid that, because they are overcompensating because of the distance and their size. Good walk up. Good phrase. Let me go ahead and get the trusty dusty grading tools out. Come on. Y'all know how we do it around here. Let's see how they can finish this off, though. I want that walk up to be a little bit better, Mellows. As a starter, it sounds like they slowed it down just a tad bit. I'll give it a 1.5 though. Not quite the biggest improvement from last week. Alright, so Blow Band starting out with some repeats. Good phrasing, UFOs. I'm curious to see if they're going to make the same decision in terms of the transition into the melody here. Alright, UFOs. Let's phrase this with some sense. Good running trumpets. The tubas are right in the pocket where they need to be, not overblown. I get that's accented, but why isn't that end part accented, UFOs? Dun dun dun. Southern's bending the ends of pitches and the ends of notes a lot. A lot of the runs were clean on that. Don't get me wrong. A lot of runs were clean. UFOs did an alright job phrasing the first part of their melody. I like some accents from trombones too. This is bold. Ah! Just a little bit too much trumpets. Just gave out right before. Y'all almost had it. Nights by Nights, okay. I'm surprised UFOs didn't sit on top of that. Trumpets, I can't even make out what you're doing. Come on, Mellows. If you're gonna finish out that phrase, why is that underneath everything? Alright, ooh, good chord. I like that trombones. Alright, bridge time. UFOs hit him. More! That's one of the few times so far this season that I've like disagreed with how Alcorn's voicing their song. This is a song that if you're gonna play it back at Southern, because mind you, this is a Southern like piece. This is a piece that like when Southern played Nights by Nights, it was banging. It was great. It was articulated correctly back in I don't even remember what year. But goddamn, if you're gonna crank it at them, you gotta crank it. If there is a song for you to overtax your UFOs and just like be like, you know what, fuck it. They're just gonna sit on top of all these harmonies. They're just gonna play through these melodies and they're just gonna crank some shit. This is it. Da 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 da. Hoo doo doo doo. Hoodoo. You gotta blow that in their face. I'm not gonna lie. Even if niggas just say like, oh, Southern did better. Nigga, if you're gonna play it, you gotta just like go for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a piece that like, you can't have this cutesy. You calling them out. You playing Nights by Nights. You know what you doing. If you gonna play it, fucking smack it. And that wasn't smacking. Now I know I transitioned to some ignorant speak at the end of that, but I said voicing before that, and I'm articulating the fact that if it was voiced a different way, it would have provided that smackage that I'm talking about. Still though, I mean, niggas played it. Honestly, there was a lot more problems within the upper brass just not being heard when they're trying to play some key melodies or some key counter melodies that like, because of where they're playing and who they're playing at, we're very familiar with this song, so that actually matters. Because of that, 1.5. All right, Southern, let's see what you got. Shout out to the wide overlays, they do look clean. All right, so Southern's second song was copyrighted on Killer Kev's video, so we sadly have to switch to the bias media in order to get this one. We're gonna check out Human Jukebox's version of their second round. Shout out to Human Jukebox media. It's just that, you know, if we can, we try to go the independent route just for some unbiased sake. Okay. Who's this arrangement? Oh, okay. Shout out Trey. Good attack. Good run, trumpets into that. You fools are fucking that up for the trombones. Come on, trumpets. Ooh, horrible stick out. Oh my God, UFOs. I'm not gonna lie, a few people have been saying it, specifically Mr. Deontay Kennedy, band director of Craigmont High School, shout out to him. He said it. These UFOs are like making their case for being like one of the worst in the swag. Just because of all the many mistakes that just build up and like make the product horrible sometimes. And otherwise like good. Not even to mention, like, I can't make out who did that. That's just horrible. First off, everyone else gave out on the phrase, you gotta stagger that. You gotta stagger that or circular breathe that. Like, you just have to. And not stagger as in, like, throughout the band, like, go up and then go down and whatnot. Like, no, just, like, stagger breathe within the section. But first off, this is selfish as fuck. This is so selfish. This is so, like, taking this sound away from the band. Like, you'll have your time to shine. Just, y'all two suck. Y'all suck. You kind of suck, but you might be facing in. So I'll give it to you. Y'all two, y'all definitely suck. Not even on the horn. Just as people. Just being part of the ensemble. I hate that shit. Trumpets, I heard that. Woodwind feature. Mellows. Either that could have been articulated better or projected a little bit better. I like that melody line though. The counter melody line, excuse me. I can't tell if trumpets are like playing the melody that they're supposed to or getting caught in between. Either way, UFOs definitely bring that down. Tubas, trombones for the most part. Mellows, y'all did y'all job. Two. I actually kind of like that arrangement. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that arrangement. Once again, shout out to the Human Jukebox media team for providing that footage and that audio. But we're gonna go get our fill from one of the OGs, man. Once again, shout out to Killer Kev for providing footage, as well as all videographers who do this for the community. Don't try too hard, Alcorn. Do what you do best. Okay. Mellows. Don't start over pushing. And trombones, make sure y'all match style. End of that trombone phrase got a little bit muddy. I think you could have switched that between UFOs and mellows. I don't know. This song, I don't think it's leveraging their strengths the best. In terms of voicing again. I fuck with the selection. Tubas are holding it down. Good bell tone. I love that. Them UFOs barking. And trombones are given a good foundation too. I had that upper brass. Good counter mellows within all that. I don't think there was any need for that. A unison on that melody, that last unison. And too harsh on the bringing back up the first song though. That's gonna get a 1.5 from me. Some of the voicing, man, on that main motif, I think at a certain point you could probably put UFOs on there with trumpets, especially instead of just having your weakest section try to do that alone within the register with no screamers. Have UFOs do that, and then like mellows were already eating on their counter melodies, so you could put the mellows on probably the UFO counter melody and call it a day. Especially because during that, I don't know what mellows are playing, but it's not important enough or loud enough to over, like, you know, do what either the bass line is doing, the dominant chord is doing, or whatever the fuck the UFOs are going to come in and rule on top of everybody. So 1.5. I'm not mad at the selection. Let's see how Southern responds. See, now everyone can face the same way. Good starting attack. Ah, trumpets, y'all out of tune. Good mellows. Yeah. No cap, this year, their mellow section might be the tubas are, but the second best section in this band. I hear you, woodwinds, piccolos. What the fuck? Why? Why is that in here? That's so random. That's so of all ways to just fill out that dead space. That's in the music? Let me see if it's in the music. I need to see if it's in the music. And I can tell because multiple people will be doing it. I can't tell. I can't tell if some people are trying to like lift up on the note or are they breathing. And it sounds accidental because it's either someone is just like playing that like way too loud or that's just some dumb shit to write right there. Like, fuck. Mellows. Nah. Man, y'all just wasted the fuck out of these trumpet runs that they nailed at the beginning and the end of the song. Mellows came in strong. Trombones were whatever. Tubas were amazing. Fuck, man. Woodwinds, like, yeah, damn, man. That was so stupid. 1.5. Okay. Another mood change. All right, Scream Squad. Good chord trombones. Don't lose that tongue. This is too much for the band. And I don't like saying that often, because, like, what does that mean? That means that, specifically with the mellows don't have the juice for that. I don't know if right now or just ever. Them UFOs, I don't know why. I don't really know why it doesn't fit the UFO. I mean, the UFOs are grown men. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just didn't sound good right there. But that whole passage just sounded like you need somebody. I heard that trombones. One of these sections has to be a 30-piece in order for you to pull that off. Of course, 20-piece for UFOs and mellows. Their screamers showed up this song though. Their screamers showed up. Their tubas. I want to hear them lows though. I'm a mids and highs guy too. I get it. Good wall. Trumpets and UFOs. Damn, y'all just couldn't get that. Y'all just couldn't get that, man. Y'all just couldn't get that. It sounded good in some parts. Y'all just couldn't get enough consistency and pitch placement, consistency, phrasing. 1.5. Trumpets nailed that, by the way. I was doing that so I could follow. I love this. I love this song. Mellows. UFOs are thin. Wait, did they change it? Hold on. I'm sorry for pausing like this. I gotta go back. Because if y'all remember last time we heard this, I said that I think it would sound so beautiful if you had like the Memphis Mass Band style kiss off, hangover kiss off from trumpets. Either that or like just the break on whenever the bass drums pound, like with the whole band going into that trombones. Ooh, let's see. This like in between. It's like an in between fade. It's not a cut, but it's also not a. It sounds amazing still. Is everyone playing that? So, I don't know. Come on, trumpets. Come on, trumpets, you can't give up halfway through the phrase. And what I was saying before was trombones. Is everyone finishing out that phrase till completion or not? If not, then drop it. Or give it to the crabs. Give it to the crabs. Two of us are some grown men. Them tuba descending chords, those harmonic chords that they were now you're really like, they were triads, but like that was some shit. And then mellows holding out them trombones, holding out for dear life, trumpets walking up. UFOs did they thing on the stagger. And I'm not stupid, so like I know why they're staggering. They're staggering for effect of holding out the value of the note, because they're supposed to press on each other. I understand the effect. Yeah, 2.5. Even though I'm still mad at some UFO phrasing and tonguing. Still mad, but 2.5, man. Fuck. I love that song from them. There's so much to like in this. There's so much to love in that song, bro. Bruh. Alcorn, take this shit out my head. That's y'all job. Cause this looks like the last round, so. Okay. This isn't bad. Mellows, I expected to hear more on that. This isn't bad. This just isn't a closer. I want to hear this like coming down the street from coming in front of the market in New Orleans in Mardi Gras season. This is what I want to hear, not here, or even at Bacchus. This isn't a closer for a fifth, though, in my opinion. Y'all fluff that run. Man, Alcorn just went the whole battle with a bunch of literally mid, literally my middle score, 1.5. They just did it for 5 straight rounds in so many different ways and shapes. That mostly gets taxed because that's just not. I just don't want to. I don't want that to be the last thing I hear from the band. And execution issues. UFOs are already frozen. Y'all releases are so bad. And y'all are so flat. Y'all are so flat, UFOs. Y'all fluffing that tongue in so bad, UFOs. And I would care about someone else if I could hear what the trumpets and mellows drive that melody. Oh, y'all. Southern's UFOs hate me. Or they hate themselves, and that's why they sound like this. It's one or the other. But they do. Trombones! Y'all just playing so sloppy. Good walk-up mellows. Good kiss off trumpets. First off, this song, no cap, this song isn't a closer for other reasons than like what Alcorn's isn't a closer for. This song isn't a closer because the section that's playing the whole fucking time ain't good enough and strong enough to play through that shit. No cap. Y'all tried that shit versus Jackson. Y'all just fucked that shit all the way up. Tonight, y'all tried that shit, and y'all just weak. Y'all really just weak. Like, y'all just can't sit on top of the band. Everyone's tired. Everyone's making phrasing mistakes. Everyone's breathing bad. Everybody's phrasing horribly. Everyone has bad releases. Except the tubas. Shout out to tubas. But, like, that's why this can't be a closer. Because the section that you're relying on to play, like, counter melodies, push main melodies, play alternating parts, the whole song, they kind of suck right now. Like they kind of suck. Like they not phrasing correctly. They're not releasing notes correctly. They're not really playing as a section right now. And because of that, it sounds bad. That gets a 1. Y'all finish out with a 1, bro. Cause y'all done played that like for so long now too. Like it's unexcusable. All right, thank you for making it to the end. If you feel slandered, if you feel like I was disrespectful, I guess I feel like I was fair to both bands. This was pretty disappointing. And actually, I can't even say that for Southern. I think Southern's the first 4 rounds were in line with what they've been for most of the season. Alcorn, pretty disappointing, especially coming off of last week or 2 weeks ago, where like I was really engaged with y'all's band, y'all song selection, your level of aggression and power that you could bring. Of course, you know, still not to the level of Southern and just their size and magnitude. And yeah, no, I wasn't expecting that. But I feel like y'all kind of deviated away from a few things that y'all nailed like last week that y'all just couldn't either replicate this week or didn't understand was really your strong suit. So because of that, I think you walked away from it either too early or just on songs that pretty much needed it. Whether it was the layering, whether it was the voicing, there were some things that like I think y'all nailed like really well last week. Let alone just the song selection of, you know, just having interesting spins on classics. Y'all didn't really run that back this week. For overall grades though, Southern with an 8 and Alcorn with a 7.5. I just realized if Alcorn got anything except a 1.5, they would have at least tied this battle. And to be honest, like Southern just fumbled that last song to me. Like they've been playing this shit for too long for it to still sound like this. But it's because they continue to call this song off, which is like very taxing, very stamina demanding from the lower brass specifically, from UFO specifically, and tubas, I'll say. And even mellows probably, to be honest with you. And because of that, like either when they're out of gas or when they don't feel like playing, or shit for the UFOs every time they play, if there's just gonna be like things intrinsic to your horn or things intrinsic to how to play great sounding music in terms of blending, in terms of phrasing, in terms of articulation that you're just missing out on consistently, then it's gonna start to affect you. And it started to affect this band. I need to be working on that. Like every fucking day, y'all need to be in a circle and match articulation. Every fucking day, y'all need to do tonguing exercises. Y'all need to do breathing exercises. Let alone just the lack of discipline, like especially in the last round, like some pockets of sections, it was just like 7 people just facing Alcorn just because they fucking wanted to. I pointed out the 2 rogue UFOs like mid battle that were just like facing Alcorn. Why? I don't fucking know, but it was taken from the overall sound of the band. And shit like that is just like so selfish, so short-sighted. And like, to be honest, y'all don't sound good. Y'all aren't upholding what you claim to be holding in order for y'all to be doing that. Like, this is y'all homecoming, and y'all didn't dominate this fucking band. Y'all play some shit that y'all been playing for weeks now. It didn't sound that good. Like, y'all, nah, bro. This isn't the Southern that I grew up watching. And not even in terms of like, oh, they're not that loud. Or, I mean, shit, I'm sure they're louder than some of the older bands. I'm sure they are. In terms of the arrangements, I'm not even making an indictment on that. What did they have an all-star staff 10 years ago? Hell yeah. Do they have an all-star staff now? You could probably argue. And it's not even about comparing them to like 2014, 2017, 08, 05. It's not even about that. It's about what you want to be. Southern is a band that people hold consistently to the level of the best band in the swag, if not the best band in the land. They titled themselves the Standard, the best band in the world. And each week they don't play like it. And the bail that gets given to them, the excuses that gets made for them, the twists and turns that fans and people and graduates and alumni take when it comes to defending them, it's getting really tiring when the band doesn't sound that great anymore. The band doesn't sound like it is separating itself from the rest. It sounds like it's blending in. Not the sound, the players. The way that they sound on a week-to-week basis. Instead of blending with each other, they're blending in with the rest of the conference, with the rest of the bands. And whether you're a Southern fan, whether you're just a band fan, I hate that. Because this is a band that like has the potential, whether it's the numbers, whether it's the staff, whether it's the heritage, whether it's the history, to be one of the greatest, to be one of the best on a year in and year out basis. And this isn't a showcase of that. I don't know. Take it from a guy who's never stepped foot in the band room, y'all's band room, but according to some people, won a battle in Mumford. Just saying. I appreciate everyone for watching this. This is just the opinions of a now 21-year-old in his college apartment who loves this band shit and who has a little bit of music know-how and knowledge accumulated over my 21 years of life. Appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you for taking this 21-year-old seriously. I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace and crank up.